Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Marketing Made Easy for HR Consultants with me, Nick Paninsky. If you joined me earlier today for the Clients on Demand HR edition, it was brilliant to have you there. And don't forget, we've still got one more live session on Friday, so I'll see you then. Now, if you've been on Wednesday's session, you've seen the two offers available for you, the Success Squad and the Fastlane Formula. And maybe right now you're feeling fired up, but also a bit unsure. You're unsure which one's right for you, you're unsure whether to take the leap, or maybe you're worried about stepping outside your comfort zone and finally getting that business that actually works. And if that's you, fair enough. But I'll say this, there's something riskier than investing in yourself, and that's going back to what you were doing before. Because without a real strategy that gets leads and clients consistently, everything feels harder than it should. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through the three options in front of you. Join the Success Squad, join the Fastlane Formula, or go it alone and hope that something changes. Two of those will give you strategy, support, and momentum. The other, well, that's a risk. But either way, let's break them down and help you make the right choice so that you can finally get the business and the life you wanted when you first went self-employed. Quickly though, before we get into those three options, let me give you an analogy for what running a business without a real strategy feels like. Now imagine you've launched your boat into the sea. You've packed your gear, set off full of hope, and now you're somewhere between the shore and wherever success is supposed to be. Maybe you've got the odd fish, a decent client, a busy month, but you're still relying on luck. No map, no compass, no clear route, just paddling hard and wondering why you're not getting anywhere. You've tried tactics like LinkedIn posts, networking, free talks, associate work, newsletters, and sure, they might give you the odd lead, but they are not predictable or controllable. And you're right back to wondering where the next client will come from the following month. Because without a plan tying it all together, your income stays unpredictable. So you end up saying yes to clients you'd rather not work with, dropping fees to win projects, sending proposals that go nowhere. And the worst part, there's no clear plan for how to change it. And that's not freedom, that's survival. And the longer you stay there, the more normal it starts to feel. You keep paddling, hoping next month will be different, but without a clear course, you are just drifting further out, working harder for less reward. But it doesn't have to be this way. In fact, it can be much, much better. Option one, go it alone or do nothing different. So you can keep trying to paddle through the open sea with no compass, no clear direction, just relying on guesswork, LinkedIn posts, random referrals, and hope. Now, if that's your choice, fair play. But I'm going to be honest with you here, that is going to cost you time, energy, missed opportunities, and probably a few more ghosted proposals. Option two, join the Success Squad. This is where I step on board your boat as your navigator. I'll help you chart the course, avoid the rocks, and get your business moving in the right direction, step by step, week by week. You'll get structure, you'll get support, you'll get clear actions and a proven plan. And if you're still not confident by the end of the 12 weeks, you'll stay in the program for free until you can see how the systems and strategy we've built will take you to 70K and beyond. No fluff, no filler, just a proper plan, delivered in a way that fits your consultancy, your personality, and your goals. Option three, the Fastlane Formula. This is where I'm not just your navigator, I'm your co-pilot. I don't just show you the route, I'll help you build the boat, I'll help you adjust the sails, I'll help you haul in the fish. You'll get everything inside the Success Squad, plus deeper support, more hands-on help, more funnel building, more content input, and direct access to me. We move faster, we build bigger, and there's a double your money back guarantee. If you don't hit 70K in 12 months, I'll refund you twice what you paid. That's how confident I am in what we're building together. So there you go. Those are your three paths. One, you keeps you drifting. The other two, get you sailing. Now, one thing that people like to know about before they decide whether or not to embark on a new offer is the investment required. And I'm calling it an investment on purpose, right? Because this isn't a cost. This isn't, if we decide to work together, this isn't about you putting something in and getting nothing back. This is about you putting something in, time, money, energy, and getting something much bigger back. I talk about the 70K promise. The reality is you can use the systems, the strategies, the processes we plug in to get to 100K, to get to 150K, whatever it is. But let's talk about what the investment is required to join. So let's start off and acknowledge it ain't 20 grand. You're not going to have to spend 20 grand to work with me. But for the Success Squad, right now, it is only £986. And that is about £16.43 a day. That is less than a decent lunch. It's less than a cab ride. But it gives you, in return, 12 weeks of strategy, structure, accountability, implementation, and access to me, plus a stay until it works guarantee. So if you can't see how the systems and processes we plug in together will get you set to 70K and beyond, you stay in the program for free until you do. And just so you know, next intake, this price is going up. Maybe to 1,200, maybe double. I have no idea where I'm going to price it at. But either way, if you are on the fence right now, now's the time to move because it is at a bargain price. As I say, £16.43 a day. So what is that? Free takeaway coffees? As I say, a decent lunch. So instead of going out for lunch every day, you have a sandwich at home, for example. That's the simple way of making the investment more appetizing, right? Then we've got the Fastlane Formula. Again, the Fastlane Formula, it's not 20 grand. This Fastlane Formula is currently priced at £4,968. And that is literally £19.68 a day if you spread it across the 12 months. And for that bargain price, you get me on your team as your co-pilot. We build faster, go deeper, and I help you create content, fix your funnel, price your offers, convert your leads, and everything in between. And it comes with the boldest promise I can make. If you don't hit at least 70K in the next 12 months, I'll give you double your money back. No gimmicks, no loopholes, just results or twice your investment return. And you can hang your hat on that because here I am in public saying it. So I've got nowhere to hide. But here's the real question, right? When we talk about investment required to work together, here's the real question. How much longer can you afford to drift aimlessly? And what's the cost of another 6 months of trial and error? Another 6 months of chasing leads, slashing your fees, second guessing every decision, or worse, putting off your growth entirely because you're too busy trying to keep your head above water. And for what? To save a few quid? When you zoom out, it's obvious. The real risk isn't investing in your business, in yourself. The real risk is not investing and finding yourself in the exact same place this time next year, or worse, burned out, bitter, and thinking about going back to employment or already there. You didn't go self-employed to play small. You went self-employed to take control. This is your moment to do exactly that. And right now, you might be thinking, yeah, the Success Squad, that's the path for me. Or maybe you're thinking, the Fastlane Formula. Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm going to go for it. But then right on cue, that little voice in your head kicks in, doesn't it? But what if I join? What if it doesn't work for me? And that voice is normal. I get it. I get that same voice. We all get it. That is your brain's way of keeping you safe. And it shows up anytime you're about to do something bold, something that might actually move you forward, something that might get you outside of your comfort zone. But let me ask you this. What's the cost of another 6 months of trial and error? How much longer can you afford to drift aimlessly, hoping something just clicks? Another 6 months of ghosted proposals, low-fee projects, associate work you hate. That's not strategy. That's survival. And survival isn't the reason you went self-employed. In Success Squad or the Fastlane Formula, we move you out of that cycle. You get proven systems, strategy, accountability, weekly actions, and me in your corner helping you make better decisions faster. I'll help you find the right message, the right audience, the right offer, and I'll make sure you're not second-guessing every move. But I won't do it for you. I'll steer you to the freshest waters, right where the best fish are. But it's still on you to drop anchor and reel them in. And that's what this is. It's a proper partnership. You bring the willingness, I bring the plan. Give me 1% of your trust, and I'll earn the other 99%. And just imagine turning on your laptop Monday morning to finding a bunch of new inquiries in your inbox, saying no thanks to a client who doesn't feel like the right fit, and not panicking about it. Hearing someone you worked with recommend you to their friend because you finally showed up like the expert you are. And then, best of all, having your partner or your kids ask how work's going. And this time, you don't fake a smile and switch topics. You just say, it's actually going really well. Now, does that sound like what you've been missing? Can you see how working with me would change your business and your life? If so, then it's time to choose your path, and I'll be right there with you when you do. But what does working with me actually look like? Well, great question. Let's make it real. Inside the Success Squad, you get a clear plan from day one. Every week we meet live, and I walk you through exactly what to do, why it matters, and how to do it with time for questions and feedback. And that way you are never left wondering, am I doing this right? What am I supposed to be doing? I don't understand. You then get all the templates and all the tools and all the ChatGPT prompts to get things moving quickly and efficiently. There's also daily co-working with your fellow cohort members if you need the extra accountability. Overall, the Success Squad is structured, simple, and strategic. You build your message, your marketing, your pricing, your offers, and your confidence. And if you feel like you're not there yet after 12 weeks, then you keep working with me for free until you can see how it all fits together to take you to 70K and above. That's the deal. Now, if you want to go faster and deeper, that's where the Fastlane Formula steps in. And that's where we turn the volume up to 11. You get everything from the Success Squad, but you also get me in your business with you. I help you shape your content. I help you write your funnel pages. I help you build the automation, polish your offers, all that good stuff. You message me midweek when you're stuck and you get a proper answer. Not see you next Tuesday on Zoom. You'll stop wondering at any point if your marketing is good enough because I'll make sure it is good enough. You'll move faster, you'll feel more supported, and you'll never have to second guess your next step. And every week that goes by, your business will feel more and more like the one you always wanted when you quit the 9-to-5. That's what this is. It's not a course. It's not theory. It's done with you growth, with someone who knows the road and is walking it right alongside you. Now, if you're sat there thinking, Nick, this all sounds great, but which one's for me? I'm a bit unsure. Then let me help you decide. If you want structure, guidance, weekly accountability, and a clear plan to get leads and clients coming in repeatedly, consistently, and frequently without overthinking every step, then the Success Squad is for you. You're going to be told what to do, how to do it, and you're going to get moving without burning out. But if you want to go faster, if you want help with your content, if you want help with your funnel, your strategy, and your delivery, and you want my eyes on your business, then the Fastlane Formula is the one for you, my friend. Either way, both programs work. The only difference is how fast and how deeply we build the engine together. And if you're still unsure, then without knowing much about your specific situation, I'd say go with the Success Squad. Get the plan, get the momentum, and upgrade to Fastlane later if the space and the timing's right for you. But if you already know the Fastlane is where you want to be, and the only thing holding you back is the investment, then hear this. Money is just a tool to help you get the skills, the support, and the systems that will finally give you the business you've been dreaming of. So use it like one. But whichever path you choose, just know this. I'll be right there with you, urging you on, holding you to account, pointing out what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So there's no more guesswork, uncertainty, or overwhelm. Just leads, clients, sales, and profits, and a business you actually want to run. Whichever way you choose to work with me, you are going to love turning your laptop on every morning and seeing queries from people wanting to work with you. But don't sit around and don't delay. Doors close soon, and once they're shut, that's it. So you can wait another 6 months, keep guessing, keep spinning, or keep hoping something clicks on its own, or you can make this the moment everything changes. Either way, I'll leave it with you.